Welcome to the CBS Eye on Money show. It is Tuesday, November 8th. It is election day. I already voted, Mark. I did early voting. Did you?
Yeah, we did it on Sunday. We did it.
Yeah, I did it. I did it over the weekend, and I love to vote. Such a privilege. So I think if you don't vote, you're kind of a loser. Got to say. And you know what I hate, Mark? When people will say to me, "Oh, I don't like anyone." Well, you know what? Figure it out. Who's your least objectionable? Don't give up that right to vote, because that just makes me so sad. People die for that right.
And if you're not going to vote, you can't complain.
No, you sure can't. I had a great trip. It was great. So listen to this. Here's the question. Flight over, no problem. Everything's perfect. Flight back, which was kind of lengthy. We're ready to get on the airplane. And they say, listen, we have some bad news for you. Your row, it's a full plane, has no video. So they're like, don't worry, we'll give you some miles for that. Like quickly downloaded a bunch of stuff on the iPad. It was fine. All of a sudden, I'm trying to I want to get a few hours sleep just so I can kind of get through my jet laggy stuff. My seat does not go back. Now, let me ask you a question. They gave me 15,000 miles to compensate me for the video. How many miles should I get for the seat not going back? In business class, I use miles to get it, but whatever. But how many miles do you think I should ask for?
20.
Dude, I was going to ask for 50. The whole point of being in first or business class is the seat. And the seat doesn't work. If they gave me 15 for the video.
You're talking to someone who flies coach.
You're not 6 feet tall. I'm much taller than you are. So there's that.
I never put my seat back. When we just flew to Europe in August, I never put my seat back because I'm not,
How do you sleep?
Well, I really don't sleep on planes.
Do you read?
I read, yeah. I don't really watch video. I usually just whip out a book and read.
I'm reading an unbelievable book. Oh, it's so good, which I did read on the way back. And I did not really have any jet lag at all, so I'm feeling good. All right, let's stop talking about me. Who cares? Let's talk about you. If you have a financial question, here's what you need to do. You need to hop onto our website, which is jillonmoney.com. Oh, by the way, for everyone who did the poll, thank you so much. The poll's down. There will be future polls. And what did Karen say? Basically, one question polls are the most important. Just ask one question. That's all. But anyway, thanks for everyone who did that. Many, many, many people did it. She was so pumped. Karen was like, oh my God, look at how many people answered the poll. We're like, it didn't look that good to us, but she made me feel good about it. So thanks to everybody who did that. While you're on our website, jillonmoney.com, for the questions, you hit the Contact Us button. Otherwise, you can pre-order The Great Money Reset, which is my new book, and it's coming out in January. I think I got a location for the book party, Mark, so that's kind of fun. The Great Money Reset. Change your work, change your wealth, change your life. Pre-order it now. Wherever you'd like to buy your book, you have many choices, so just do that on the website. Okay, let's go and take a question from Ellen. Ellen is on the line from Ohio. Ellen, how are you today?
I'm great. I'm excited.
You are? I'm so excited that you're excited. This is great. What's going on? How can we help you?
So I just had a question. If we should switch to our 401k Roth option through my husband's employer.
Let us just start with the basics. How old are you? How old is your husband? What's going on? Give us some of the background.
Okay, so we're 41 years old. Mm-hmm. We have 4 kids.
What?
Stay-at-home mom.
Girl, you have been busy. Okay, so you're a stay-at-home mom.
Yes.
How old are these kids?
14, 12, 10, and 7. And we homeschool. So I'm home with them every day.
Holy crap, Mark. It's your worst nightmare. Mark is already on the record saying he thinks that homeschooling would be the worst thing ever for him.
It's probably not for everybody.
That's a lot of work. I
actually really love it. But we do have like a co-op we go to. So one day a week, and that kind of provides our curriculum. So,
my God.
So our yearly income is 150,000.
Okay.
We have 320,000 in retirement accounts. That's all pre-tax.
Okay.
About 25,000 in an emergency fund, with 10 of that being I-bonds that I bought this year.
Good.
We have our life insurance, and we have our, documents and will and stuff like that.
By the way, I love Ellen comes prepared. She's like, I'm not letting her call me out on either life insurance or estate planning. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm glad that you've done that. How much life insurance do you guys have?
We have close to $2 million on my husband, simply because
he's the main wager.
He's the main wager. And then about 500,000 on me.
Hey, Jill, by the way, since this is our first show, what was the I-bond rate? It was like 9 point something.
9.62. Where is it today?
It is now out. It is 6.89.
Wow, that's a big drop off. But hey, 6.89 is pretty good. Okay, so 320 retirement pre-tax, 25 in the emergency fund with 10 in I-bonds. How about a house?
Our house, when we just refied last year, was valued at 350. We refied for 2.6 and we owe 120.
Hold on a second. 2.6, is that a 30 or a 15?
15.
I definitely smelled that one out. You guys hate debt, don't you?
We do.
So there's no other debt. I don't love a 15-year, but that's all right. It's done. What are you going to do?
I did stop paying extra on it after listening to
Oh my God, paying extra on it, for goodness sakes. Okay. You're homeschooling the kids, but what are you thinking for college?
Well, my husband actually works for a university, so they will get to go for free if they choose his university.
You mean, so what do they do if they pick another one? Let's just make it up because you're in Ohio. So let's say, okay, it's Ohio State. Let's say they are like, oh no, I want to go to University of Michigan. Does the school pay any part of tuition?
No, they don't.
Oh.
Mm-mm. We do have a small 529 that we started about 5 years ago, but I think it only has about $8,000 in there right now.
What if they can't get into his school?
I don't think that will be a problem.
Oh, look at you. I don't think so. They've got very good homeschooling going on right here.
Their teacher's pretty fantastic.
Yeah, exactly. Their teacher is fantastic. All right. So your question is, should your husband start doing the Roth? Mark, now you can answer.
Yeah, for sure. They're not in a high tax bracket. They have a good chunk of pre-tax money saved already. So yeah, I would make that switch over. Maybe not do it all at once. Maybe kind of do a little bit at a time and see how the cash flow is, since it's, his only income and you got 4 kids. Maybe do a little bit at a time and see how it impacts the paycheck.
And another question I had was, his company matches 4% and then they give another 8%.
Yowza.
Just on top of that. So we've been doing another 6 or 7% on top of that. We just started myself a Roth last year. Should we drop that down to where we're getting the match and then use the extra that we were doing to fund his Roth first as well? Just a Roth IRA.
He has a Roth option at work, right?
So it's all the same difference.
Yeah, if he has a Roth at work, I would just use work, because you can put way more into that eventually than you can into a Roth IRA.
Okay, perfect. All right.
The workplace plan is not restricted at all. If you use a Roth IRA, you can only put in $6,000 this year. I think it's $6,500 next year. If you use the workplace plan, if cash flow allows, you can put up to next year $22,500.
Your husband going to keep working just kind of straight through, or is there any pension opportunity? What do you think?
There is not a pension.
But there's a lot of retirement savings going on, considering they have 4 kids, right, Mark?
I'm very impressed that they're able to save that much.
Yeah,
well, and that's another question I had. Like, are we on track? I feel like we're a little.
No, I think you're on track. I totally do. Because, I mean, look, you've got 4 kids. Obviously, there would be other issues. But if you said, okay, well, I want to go back to work, it would help, but then you need childcare because you still have a 7 and a 10 and a 12-year-old. I don't know if you have an interest in that, but like you've made a decision. You guys are happy with that decision. I think you're doing a very good job. And look, I think the big relief is that the college is taken care of, presuming they go to his school. And if they don't, like, tough luck. Basically, they kind of know that, don't they?
They do. And they know that they're going to need to work and all those things. And we had loans and worked really hard to pay them off. And we survived, and it was really good for us and helped us make good financial decisions because of that. So we almost fell into the sense that, to some degree, taking out loans would almost be good for them.
Don't go crazy.
Not crazy with that, but
you know what? Listen,
I want them to work for it a little bit, so they appreciate it.
I would like to tell you one thing, just candidly. I did not have to work at all, and I had my college paid for, and I still have a very strong work ethic. So I think that you can create kids who have a strong work ethic with your expectations. And it sounds to me like your kids already know that there are those expectations built in. But for everyone listening, I think there's this notion like, if they have skin in the game, they'll be more responsible. Maybe, but it's really about you having conversations with them. I know that Mark is going to pay for Theo's everything. So how are you going to make him accountable, Mark?
Well, we're already implementing some math lessons here already along the way. He has the concept of money and that you have to pay for things. He knows what that's all about already.
Yeah, then there's always Aunt Jill. He can always come to me. I'll give him anything he wants. I'd be like that bad aunt. All right, Ellen, I think you're on track. I think things are good. You're managing everything quite well. No extra payments on the house. How is your cash flow right now? Like in the situation where you're earning 150, you've got 4 kids, you've got this mortgage. How is the cash flow?
It's really good. We budget really well. And, I'm able to add to our emergency fund about $300 every month. And then we have like the savings buckets, for like our deductibles that I'm always squirreling money away every month for. So,
my God.
What do you spend each month?
We probably spend about $5,000 to $6,000.
It's very impressive. It
and
really
we do
is.
the credit card game too. So we put it all on a credit card and get the points. So we most of our vacations, the flights and hotel is paid for. So
where's your next vacation going to be?
With 4 kids.
Probably
yeah, I know. It does not sound like a vacation. It sounds like a trip.
We did a huge trip out west this past summer for like 16 days and put like 1,600 miles on the van. And my husband declared it's beach this summer where he doesn't have to
move. Was there fighting in the van or not?
No, we've always traveled. We love traveling. And so my kids travel really well. Yeah.
Where do you think they want to go? Like if I said to them, okay, you get to pick, where would they go? Would they go to Disney every time? Or are they getting like, I feel like sometimes maybe like the 12, 14-year-olds, are they getting too old for that? What do they think?
Well, we've actually never done Disney because I hate the thought of paying that much money to stand in line to ride rides.
You're not going to stand in line. You're going to get that fast pass thing. And you're not going to stand in line.
Do more experiences like a 16-day trip out west where we probably spent less than like 4 days at Disney,
Oh my God.
Or I'd rather take them to Costa Rica and do like a eco trip or, something
that's cool.
like that.
Do you like doing math, social studies, English? What's your favorite topic to teach?
History and grammar.
Oh, grammarian. Do you ever look at that website? I think she probably has an app now. Grammar Girl. Have you ever seen that?
I haven't, but I do love to diagram sentences.
Oh my God, you're too young. That's shocking that you know that, but I love to diagram sentences as well. I do. It's fabulous. All right, Ellen, anything else for us?
I don't think so. Thank you. Just having that validation was really comforting and just those ideas. I appreciate it.
You are in very good shape. We are so impressed. So if you are looking at your situation, you want to know, am I on track? Do I have you have some decision to make? Maybe if Ellen had contacted us last year when she was refinancing, we could have talked her out of a 15-year. Maybe we could have gotten her to a 30-year. Those kinds of decisions. Of course, there are not a lot of refis right now, but maybe you're buying a house. Maybe this is something you want to think about. We'd love to get that question. Just go to jillonmoney.com, click the Contact Us button, and a form will pop up. You write your question, and then from there, Mark does everything else. He arranges to have you on the air with us. Don't forget, while you're on the website, of course, you're going to pre-order the Great Money Reset, and you should also sign up for the free weekly newsletter. It comes out every Friday, and it kind of gets you in shape for the weekend. All of our content lives at jillonmoney.com, so check it out there. Mark Talercio is the co-host and the executive producer of this program. We are distributed by Paramount Global. We drop our episodes every Tuesday and Thursday. Try to do something else for someone today. Don't forget to vote. Curiosity, compassion, community. Thanks for listening. We'll talk to you on Thursday.